wife and I have been arguing about
getting a hooker for turning little Kiwi into a hooker.
No.
No 7-year-old child prostitute.
Yeah.
My wife and I have been arguing because my wife wants to send Kiwi over to Thailand to become a child prostitute. Well, that's how hard up we are for money. However, we did just buy 2 new Blackberries and go on a Florida vacation.
You gotta keep track of the money coming in.
You know, I was thinking about that the other day. I know how much his plan is and everything, and I don't buy the fact that Dom and his wife are paying less for their cell phone now that they've got 2 Blackberries than they were before.
I think unexpected charges will be creeping up.
Did not say less. I said it evens out because we backed our plan down. It evens out the same.
Well, I know what you're paying in data. Unless they have lowered the price, I know what you're paying on your data plan for those Blackberries.
And you had to pay for the phones. So you're in the hole with the phones. That wasn't free.
My phone was broken anyway.
No, but I'm saying, though, you got to pay for that.
Oh, my God. Listen, I got a new phone. Who cares?
You're paying at least $60, if not $75, but at least $60 in just straight-up data fees, right?
What?
That doesn't include
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
That doesn't include your voice plan at all.
No, it's $50 for the data plan.
$50 per month for the data plan?
Yeah.
For both phones total?
For mine, because she didn't get it on hers.
But she needs some sort of data plan. They won't sell it to you without the data plan. She has the $20
she has the real cheap one.
Yeah, the $20. So yours is $50. And I think it's $45.
Yeah.
Plus, so then hers is $20. That's $65 on just BlackBerry data.
Oh, let's add this up.
Yeah.
This
that
is
doesn't
a lot.
include any of your voice stuff. So then they add their voice on top of it. That's got to be at least $100,
Why
right?
are you sitting around worrying about my cell phone bill?
Doogie brought it up to me yesterday.
Why does Doogie sit around worrying about my cell phone bill?
Because she says that you're being so irresponsible that this child is coming into the world. And
it's upsetting that a child is coming into this world and you're struggling so bad, and I want you to do well. And I know
going
you're
on
trying.
vacation and buying
You
Blackberries.
struggle and suffer.
No, I
you
don't.
love that.
Who's the person? Hey, ass. I almost said the HOLE. Who's the person that's getting you all these gigs? Who's the person that's going behind your back and saying, talk to Dom, talk to Dom, talk to Dom to get him out on
appearances?
appearances?
And they don't want to. They're twisting.
No, seriously. I'm the one that's helping you out, and I'm trying to get you out of debt. I'm trying to get you money from lawyers to get your daughter. I'm trying to help you.
She told me that she felt as if you're squandering your money on all these.
Yeah.
I guess because she was really upset because Dom was booking a girl for the Thursday hookup, and instead of using the office phone, he's talking on his new BlackBerry in the office.
She called me back
Did you
on
see
my
that?
cell phone.
I saw you calling her. I was
No,
outside.
you didn't. You're lying. You're lying.
No, I'm
You're
not.
lying.
No, I'm
Dieter,
not. I
here
thought
we
you
go.
were on that phone the whole time.
Here we
you
go.
were in there.
Dieter watched me make that call and actually made fun of me because he watched me repeat my cell phone number back to her when I left her a message
you
on
liar.
the office phone
You lying
to call me back.
sack of crap.
You want to check my outgoing calls, you a-hole?
Yeah, I will. You're getting all mad because you know I'm right.
There's too many buttons on this friggin' phone.
You got to pay for that, too, to check
He was
your
telling
outgoing.
everybody yesterday, I got a BlackBerry. He called the hookup chick. He's like, I got a new BlackBerry, so call me back on my BlackBerry. Here's my phone number. He kept saying it
He doesn't say
over.
call me on my BlackBerry.
Right.
Listen, if you have one, you got to roll with it. And you got to make it known. You got to ball with it.
It seems like these cell phones are more important than your kid. You're talking about cell phones than your kids.
If you want to talk about my kid, I got something for you right now. My wife and I are in a huge friggin' argument about our kid, which is due like in February, and we have to figure out like they do like vaccinations and stuff.
Sure.
For a kid.
Every kid gets it.
No, not mine. I don't want my kid to get vaccinations.
Oh, here we go.
Tell me you've jumped on this bandwagon of idiocy that some
Autism.
people.
Oh, here we go.
I don't want my kid to have anything to do with vaccinations.
Has that been proven?
You'd rather have them get smallpox.
Has that been proven? That
Yeah, there is studies, though, it shows that once you do get the vaccination, then problems always happen right after. It seems like they do tie back, and I'll give them that. I've seen studies on that.
But it's a small. If it's true, if it is true, it's a very small percentage, and I think that the benefits far outweigh. You're much more likely to get something, a disease or something, by not getting vaccinated.
But those diseases you get, they have cures and stuff for those diseases now.
Wow.
They have things that they can treat you with. Autism, there's no cure. You can't fix autism. If you have autism, you're autistic. That's it. If you have smallpox, you take a shot of penicillin, you're fine.
Oh man, that's like the latest the latest thing now is not to have your kid vaccinated.
No
I
way.
think Jenny McCarthy is Isn't she telling people not to get their kids vaccinated?
Dennis Quaid.
Yep.
Charlie Sheen. Remember the big fight with Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards? Because he thought that vaccines, he did not want his little babies to have vaccines.
Yeah, there's like chemical preservatives and mercury in it, and mercury's no good. Like, you're not even supposed to eat fish when you're pregnant because there's mercury in the fish, and it's bad for the kid. But then when they have the kid, you're supposed to shoot them up full of mercury.
Well, how is it everyone in this room was vaccinated? Everyone on this show was vaccinated as a kid, and we all turned out fine.
Peter's retarded. Possible? Charlie's mildly retarded.
No,
I mean,
seriously.
there's problems.
Be serious. This is the future of your child. We're not kidding around.
I am being serious. I'm telling you, I don't want my kid to get any of those stupid vaccines. And they'll be fine. Listen, how many people went for how many years without getting shots of stuff that's just going to make you sick?
And they lived till they were about 18 years old, and then they croaked because of diseases and stuff.
No, that's not why.
Why do you think people died 150 years ago?
They get smashed by boulders and fights and stuff like that, and they couldn't.
No, they
couldn't
wiped
save
out
them.
You
get a cut on your foot.
By epidemics, by pandemics, by disease.
No, it's all by infection and stuff like that. You get a cut on your foot and it get infected. They got to cut your leg off, and then it just slowly moves up, and you're dead.
Now, what is your? Come in here a second, Dumb. What is your wife?
Gonna be spitting everywhere.
What is it? I'm curious. I got to bring him in here. What does your wife think of?
Hopefully, she's at least a little smarter than you.
Yeah,
she pretty much says the same thing as you guys, that I'm retarded and that we should definitely get her vaccinated.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I can't believe that it's even a debate that's raging in your household right now.
Well, the big argument is actually something Doogie brought up earlier, is that she's threatening to go do it behind my back, even if even if I say no, she'll go just get it done.
Yeah, how would you ever know? That's probably what I would do if I were a woman and I were married to a big douchebag like this who was saying don't get the kid vaccinated. I would just take the kid one day and just say, hey, we're going to go clothes shopping or whatever, and then I take him to the doctor and get him vaccinated behind your back.
Right.
And you'd never know. And then by the time we got home, I'd take the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
You know, I think that desperate times call for desperate measures.
But when I look back at if I had the choice, I kind of wish I wasn't vaccinated.
Why? What the hell's wrong with you?
The thing is, then
it's kept you healthy this whole time.
You don't know that. But then you're pure. It's 100% natural. I'm not natural because I have stuff in my blood.
Steroids?
I don't do that. And the government
yeah. You can't. I think there's different. It's different to say I don't do that than it is to say you can't prove that.
Wow, hypocrite.
And the thing, too, the government has stuff now. If you have stuff in your blood, I don't know what the hell is in my blood, mercury, all these vaccinations, they have something they can do now. They can spray stuff in the air that reacts with your blood. If they ever want to wipe you out, if you're, like, causing problems, they can do that. They want to wipe out a whole race or a whole region. They can spray this, like, mist in the air. It reacts with my vaccinations. I'll be killed.
I'm pretty sure that's not why I'm not getting vaccines. That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I don't believe that. So you believe that, like, for instance, when you go and you get a vaccine and you're like a Mexican or you're black, they give you the specific Mexican vaccine, and then that way they can go, okay, we're going to spray the anti-Mexican powder in the air or whatever you're saying.
I think it's a one-size-fits-all kind of vaccination. Wherever they spray it, it would kill everybody. If they want to take out a whole region, I'm saying, this whole area right now we're in, if we were causing immediate danger, they can spray this mist with like a helicopter spray mister, and it'll just react with your blood, it'll take you out. Think about it. That'd be so easy to do. You would never question it. You don't know what's in those shots. When that doctor's putting that vaccination in your arm, you have no idea what's in that. You break it down, look under a microscope, and go, oh, this is what it is? You don't know what that is. My grandma...
Doctors know what that is. You can't tell me they're just putting out, let's just mix a little of this and a little of that.
They might know, but do you? Do you know is what I'm saying.
I'm sure you can ask.
What is this?
Ask the
mercury.
doctor.
I know, but they could say whatever they want. The government can say, hey, don't say anything, but just put a little bit of this arsenic in this vaccine.
Arsenic.
So we have control over you. You're not
doctors take oaths to take care of people. Why would they?
Oath. You take an oath to be entertaining every day, you don't do it.
Rick, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Rick.
Hey, I just wanted to let you call and let you guys know what a lot of people don't know about vaccines is that the kids nowadays are getting twice as many vaccines by the time they get into school than they did when we were children.
Right.
Yeah,
yep. But they're overdoing it.
Yeah, well, they've discovered more vaccines. I mean, doesn't that make sense? They're vaccinating against more things now because they've invented more vaccines.
But it's just the whole idea of giving somebody something to make them sick to prevent them from getting sick is just ridiculous to me.
And it's artificial what you're putting in. That's not natural. You're putting in your body.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Think about it.
Why is it ridiculous to you that you give a vaccine to immunize someone from something? What do you mean? What's ridiculous about that?
It's just sick. How are you going to choose to get somebody screwed up? Like, you're just screwing their whole body chemistry up by putting stuff in them that's not supposed to be in there.
Not natural.
This is coming from someone who did cocaine and smoked weed.
Yeah.
Right, and I know the detrimental effects that chemicals can do to your body. So I don't want my kid, we're going to try to, Dieter said he's right for once about keeping it natural, organic foods and stuff like that.
You don't even eat organic foods.
Do as I say, not as I do. That's the motto to live by, dude. That's how my dad was, that's how I'll be.
Good morning, everybody.
Yo, what's up, Jonathan?
Hey, Don was talking about these vaccines, and he says, well, there's cures for these diseases, and if they get them, then we'll give them a penicillin shot. Well, vaccines are for viruses. Penicillin is an antibiotic. It's for bacteria.
Right.
They don't treat each other.
Yes.
The other thing is, vaccines are made up of a portion of the virus, and the idea is that it sets your body in motion naturally to defend itself against those viruses.
Exactly. You're injecting a virus in my kid.
A dead virus that cannot reproduce itself but causes your body to naturally defend itself against future infection.
So you want me to inject some dead thing into my kid, some dead virus?
There's a reason why you're not a doctor.
You eat a dead cow.
Yeah.
Well, you cook that. That's different. I mean...
They cooked a virus.
No.
And it's made from eggs. Do you eat eggs?
Yeah, I mean...
Okay,
but it's different.
Made from eggs. The thing to do, Dom, the most important thing you could do is if you've got a history of egg allergies, is to check that out, because there's linking that stuff to the idea that there's an allergy to the egg that is used to create the virus.
And you're talking about actual chicken eggs, right? I think I read this. That's how they make these vaccinations. I don't know what they do if they somehow make them in these eggs or whatever. I don't know how that works exactly.
It's the vector that causes the virus to reproduce.
Jonathan, what would happen if Dumb's kid, who his wife is going to squirt out in a couple of months, gets polio?
That's exactly right. Look what false vaccination did.
Yeah, don't say stuff like that.
For polio. Polio was killing kids. And in fact, there was a woman that just died a couple of months ago, had spent how many years in an iron lung as a result of polio.
You guys ever heard of FDR?
Say that again?
One of the greatest presidents ever.
What about FDR?
Had polio.
He's in a wheelchair.
Perfectly fine.
Look, I tell you this. I had my father-in-law's sister. You know how they used to give vaccinations at school?
Yeah.
Well, she went through and they broke the needle, and so they gave her another one, and it did damage her heart, and and she died.
Oh.
However, it was a mistake in the injection. It was by the doctor. It wasn't the vaccine. It was the
misuse of that vaccine.
Misuse of it. And so, yeah, I mean, it's like anything. You take too much aspirin, it'll kill you. But you've got to do it right.
That's like the people. That's like the idiots who are driving around, and they're driving around in their car, and they don't have the seatbelt on, and they go, well, if I'm in a wreck, I want to be thrown clear from the wreck. Mm-hmm. Now, okay, in all of the car accidents recorded last year, maybe 2 or 3 people were thrown clear from the wreck. I don't know, probably more than that, but very, very tiny percentage survived by being, quote, thrown clear from the wreckage. The vast majority of them lived because they were wearing seatbelts.
Right.
But you're the kind that goes, well, I gotta be thrown clear.
Well, I have trouble unbuckling it because it's tight on me, so I have a problem unbuckling it because it gets stuck around my stomach, and I can't get right down to the side of it, so... No seatbelts.
So you don't wear seatbelts either? Oh, my God.
You know that saying on a Jeep, it's a Jeep thing?
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's not to wear the seatbelt. That's the Jeep thing. So if it does roll, you get thrown clear. Ask anybody that owns a Jeep. That's what the Jeep thing is.
Getting thrown clear. That's a Jeep thing.
Because if the Jeeps
you
roll,
wouldn't understand.
Yeah, ask somebody.
That's why they wave to each other down low when they drive by each other.
They always wave.
Yeah.
My buddies have Jeeps. Every time they pass, they wave. It's a Jeep thing. I go, dude, tell me what it is. No. I go, finally, we're drunk. Tell me what it is. He goes, if you roll, you get thrown clear. You don't wear a seatbelt. It's a Jeep thing. No seatbelts. Are you
sure that's what it means? Because it's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand.
And I don't you don't understand. I don't understand it either, but they say it throws you clear. It's a Jeep thing.
Pete, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Rover?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm all right. Hey, listen, my brother had a kid 5 years ago, and they gave him 3 different vaccinations. I know definitely one of them was for smallpox, and I don't know what the other 2 were for. But within the last 5 years, the kid has gotten like really, really hard autism. And the Cleveland Clinic, they did studies on it for the 5 years, and they did link it to what's it called, vaccinations.
See, now, proof is in the pudding right there.
Yeah, 100% proof.
But the bottom line is that there may be some sort of anecdotal evidence that some of these vaccines cause autism, or an element of these vaccines. But I believe you can get it now. You can request it without that mercury or whatever the hell it is that you're worried about, Dom. It's so irresponsible. As a parent.
That's your middle name.
More and more it's coming out that this causes it. I don't understand why. How's that irresponsible? I'm being responsible by being proactive in trying to prevent this.
Have you read and researched and talked to doctors?
I watch TV all the time. Jenny McCarthy does interviews. She was on our show.
That's it. Dumb, irresponsible.
I don't even know. Why am I irresponsible?
Because you're basing your child's future on watching Jenny McCarthy doing an interview on TV.
Right.
One person, you don't research it, you don't talk, you don't
What happens on our show, you said she sounded really smart, she was really nice, and she did a good job on the show. I mean, what's
so that means if I had a kid, I wouldn't get vaccines?
Here's what happens to people like Jenny McCarthy and all these other people. Their kid comes down with autism. They can't accept that fact. They need to put blame on someone or something to make themselves feel better. They go, oh, it's the vaccination. That's what it is.
But the kid was fine before he had the vaccinations. You had vaccinations at 2. She was saying the kid was fine up till 2, had the vaccinations within a week.
And it's not
why didn't I get autism then from me being vaccinated?
There's something missing. I mean, the gene, if you have a certain gene in the vaccination, I don't know.
So how do you know if so I mean, I just think that the chances, I just would rather have my kid safe and
have autism. Right. I'd rather have the kid live long but have autism than not be.
Amber, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Amber.
Hi. I actually, for a change, agree with Dum and Dieter.
Thank you. Smart woman.
I have several friends who have children who have done all the research. I mean, 9 months full of research, especially with boys. There is something in the vaccinations that cause infant acid reflux, which my friend with a 4-month-old is dealing with right now.
Rover has it.
He screams at the top of his lungs for 20 minutes after he eats because it's so bad. And it's been linked to one of the vaccines that they get when they're born. And the autism rate has gone up to 1 in like 150 boys in America.
What?
In the last, 15 years since they've started changing the vaccinations and adding things.
Or because they changed the definition of what autism is, too.
It is a wide...
wider, right.
It is a wide spectrum.
Yeah.
But there's so much research. If you just go online and you type in, vaccination, autism, it'll just pull up so many different things. And we did all the research when my best friend was pregnant with her son. I'm so glad that we did, do the research.
You know what's going to happen to all your friends' kids? They're going to get smallpox and die.
No, they're not. Who gets smallpox? Nobody gets smallpox.
You will if people... You know why people don't get smallpox? Because they get vaccinated against it, you moron. Lucy, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Hey.
I wanted to actually say a couple things. My brother-in-law, he's in his early 40s. He never got vaccinated for polio. And for 20-some-odd years of his life, he's in and out of hospitals because polio has taken over his life. And there's no cure for it now.
He has polio. That's unbelievable.
Yes. You sure it's polio?
I've gone with him to drive him because he can't drive. He can't walk.
Should get into politics.
So there you go. So look at this.
Wow.
There you go. This is going to be the fate of your kid, your boy or your girl.
I bet he's an alcoholic. Is she still on the line?
No, no.
A lot of signs of polio is alcoholism. I wanted to ask.
What do you think? Alcohol causes polio now, or what?
No, just when you have polio,
They try to cover.
You look drunk and stuff. You go, I have polio. You're really covering up for drinking all the time. I wanted to ask her.
Yeah, I've used that sometimes.
I think my grandma has the polio vaccination in her arm.
My dad did too.
It's like the indentation of like a star. It's like a circle shape. Yeah. That's the only cool thing of it.
It does look badass.
That's how they used to do it. They used to.
When did they stop doing that?
Oh, I don't know.
You're
probably about
old enough,
35 years ago, 40 years ago or something. Yeah, I've used that. The officer pulls you over. Have you been drinking tonight? No, I just have polio.
Early stages of polio.
They're really running that commercial on TV, the one where the guys are driving and in their car.
Oh my gosh, yes, I already know.
Beer and wine and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
Have you been drinking tonight? No, and there's beer up to his chin.
In the car,
and he opens the door. My God,
it's a good campaign. We remember it.
All right, I get it.
Don't drink and drive.
Weekend, yeah.
But who's the fruit drinking those fruity drinks? It's like all red wine up to his chin, and there's like fruity limes in there.
Charlie?
There's like wine, and then the other one is
The
like,
motorcycle.
The martini
The
guy.
martini.
That's
It's
what
like
yeah.
olives flowing. It took me a while. It took me a few times seeing that commercial. I'm like, what is he picking out and eating? He's picking the olives in the martini and eating them as he's driving down the road. Cops all over are cracking down on drunk drivers. You will get caught. Yeah, they run, I swear to God, they run that sometimes twice in the same commercial break. And you go, oh man, this is too much. Makes me want to go out and drink just to be able to watch TV. Have to sit through that commercial again. Mike here on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Mike.
Hi, River. How you doing?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, when my kids went to school, I had to submit shot records before they could even go in kindergarten to make sure they were up to date on their shots.
Uh-huh.
And he's talking about all these movie stars. Well, they can probably pay other alternative means of schooling, like homeschooling and stuff. What are they going to do when they want them records and he can't afford it?
Well, Mike, you might want to do a little bit of research and call your local school and say, listen, I refuse to have my kid vaccinated. There's no reason my kid can't come near school, and they'll allow it to come. They can't keep your kid out of school without vaccinations. I did look that up.
They could see that as a harm to the other children that did do all that.
Right.
But
I wouldn't want your filthy kid in with my kid.
They may not want it, but they have no choice.
Well, you know what? Someone did call us up a while ago and say something about that, and I looked it up. I guess it is true. If you have a religious or some sort of moral problem with vaccinations, I guess that you can get by without them, which I never knew. Most people don't know that.
The Lord doesn't want my kid to get vaccinated.
I'm talking about schools. Schools will allow your kids in. I certainly recommend every kid getting vaccinated. Matt, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. What's up, Matt?
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
First off, I want to say I love you guys. I've been listening to you guys for a long time.
Thank you, man.
And dumb, this is one of the dumbest and most irresponsible things I have ever heard come from you.
It's not at all. You guys are just brainwashed.
The reason why you're able to think this way is because of the vaccine. You talk to anybody who's like 75 and older and what life was like back before they had these vaccines. When your kid got sick, you didn't sit there and worry, is he going to be like one of the 1/10 or 1/100% that got autism? You sat there and worried whether or not he was the 10 or 20% that was going to die.
Right. Right.
And we don't see this every day because the vaccine.
Have you ever heard of a little thing?
Walking around with braces anymore.
Let him talk.
Oh, he's just talking out of his ass. You ever heard of a thing called advances in modern medicine? That everybody has drugs and stuff now. If you get sick, you could take a pill that fixes anything. I mean, unless you have cancer.
How come they haven't fixed AIDS?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have Magic Johnson.
Cancer.
Yeah, why haven't they cured cancer
My sister-in-law
and
has
AIDS and polio? They can't cure
Come
that.
down with some viruses, you're screwed.
Right.
I mean, you're literally screwed. You take a look at the third world. I mean, you want to have your child live a third world life?
My kid's not going to Africa and catching the hantavirus, you moron.
It's going to be Africa right over here if you don't get the kid vaccinated.
And if people stop doing this, all this you're going to have is a resurgence of polio, resurgence of smallpox, all this stuff.
And
where are you coming up with this? Are you just talking out of your ass? You don't know what, you don't have anything to back this up.
Think about this. This is what wiped out disease in this country is vaccinations. If everyone stops getting vaccinated, it's not like those diseases are just going to stay away. They're going to creep back in, and then you're going to have more and more. I mean, it's
autism is growing, so fine. Nobody will have diseases, but we'll all be stuttering in a corner. I mean,
autism is like the new Black Plague.
Oh, that's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Hey,
it's taking over?
No. Mark, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Mark.
Hey, first of all, Dom, if they can take a pill and cure everything, how come they don't cure autism?
Because vaccinations caused it. The cure caused it. You can't cure a cure.
It's the miracle of modern medicine, though, Dom. Why not cure autism?
God. Eventually they'll get a pill for it, but I don't want my kid to have to deal with that. Nice try, though.
Right. Hey, Rover, the reason I was calling was earlier Dieter said something about if the Jeep thing has to do with not wearing a seatbelt.
Yes.
Yeah, Dieter, you ever driving a Jeep that's got roll bars on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are those roll bars for, idiot?
For when it rolls.
That's right. And if you aren't seatbelted in, it's going to roll on you.
Right.
A-hole. You got to have a seatbelt on so you stay inside that roll cage.
The point of
if you participate in any sanctioned off-wheel drive, four-wheel drive off-road event, you have to wear seatbelts. In fact, a lot of them wear the 5-point harnesses like they do in the NASCARs.
Yeah, so they're stay in there. The roll bar will roll over and will keep you in there. If you're not seatbelted in, you roll over, your head gets underneath that roll bar and crushes it like a grape.
That's for a sanctioned event.
A what?
Idiot.
But the roll bars, the point of the roll cage is to protect the car, to protect the Jeep so it lands back upright.
No, it's not.
And its point, so when you're rolling, it clears you.
Forget the car. Protect yourself. You can always get a new truck or a new Jeep.
That's what the Jeep thing is. You love your car. You love your Jeep. Let's protect the Jeep. It's a Jeep thing.
More than yourself. You know, you're dead, but your Jeep's okay.
It's a Jeep thing. That's it. You got it. This guy actually got it.
Rover's Morning Glory.
1-866-YO-ROVER. Let me go to Greg. You're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Greg.
Yo, Rover.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, sounds like you guys had a real good time down there.
Oh, yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey, you know, they say alcohol is the window to your soul, and Dieter's claiming that, you know, it was the alcohol that made him say that. Well, you know what? Alcohol makes you speak the truth, so he must really want to nail her.
No, man, she's married, and I respect her as an individual.
She's listening right now, so.
I respect her as an individual.
I have that most respect for that female.
You want to respect inside her panties is what you want.
No, I wouldn't disrespect her like that.
No, of course.
I'll bang your ass in the bathroom.
Linda in Rochester, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Linda.
Rover!
Yo, what's up?
Yo, I just wanted to tell you, I was driving to work in my car, and I'm listening to that clip of Dieter going on his talk when he's all wasted, and I am crying in my car, laughing my ass off, and I pull up to a stoplight, and I turn around, and every single car around me, every single guy was just laughing hysterically. Oh my gosh! It was just the whole town went nuts. It was hysterical.
I don't talk like that though.
Oh no!
It's funny. The winner of one of the trips on Friday or on Tuesday. That was on Tuesday where you just heard the audio. And it turns out that the winner came to the station right away to get his information.
And asked for Jen Polakowski.
No, but Jen came out.
She's the most famous chick in town right now.
No, listen. So Jen came out to say, okay, here's what you need to do. Here's your prize information. Here's my name, my number. You've got to book this, you know.
She got it?
So she wrote down Jen P. and then her phone number. And he goes, what's your last name? And she goes, Polakowski. She's like, do I know you? He goes, oh my God, you're the one Dieter was trying to talk about today. He wants to bang you in front of everybody in the lobby, all the secretaries. So she was humiliated by that.
Just let it go, woman.
I'll bang your ass and suck
6 ways from Sunday.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
That's funny.
That is funny.
Oh, God.
So did your wife just absolutely lay into you over the cell phone that you lost?
What a train wreck that was.
Well, first of all, he's like, I don't even remember what happened to my phone. I think he left it in the cab. You left that in the cab on the way to the airport.
Awesome. That's great.
So
I thought you left it at a bar.
So did I.
Right. No, he left it in the cab on the way to the airport, and then when we got to the airport, he goes, "We had to tell my wife it was stolen."
Oh, God.
I can't believe you just did that, Rover. I can't believe you just totally busted. Oh, my God.
No.
I can't believe.
Papers.
Dumb's throwing the microphone in there.
He did the Jonathan. When Jonathan was upset, he used to be on the show, he'd throw the mic whenever he was really upset at people.
Sideways. Out of here.
I'm off the mic. I'm off mic.
Don't you have phone insurance?
You said you didn't know what happened to it. So what'd you do? You told her it was stolen?
Now
he gave me the chocolate Charlie dance-off hand.
Dom, get in here.
No,
Rover, get him in here.
He won't come in here. He won't.
It's your show.
God. He won't. Hey, Dom, get in here. Come on. Come on. He must have told her, someone stole it. I had it. I got mugged at that Hut bar or
Get
something.
in here. Dom. Dom.
I have nothing to say.
Rover, make him come in.
I have nothing. I'll go stand in there, but I have nothing more to say.
What'd you tell your wife?
Get in here,
Would you
Dom.
tell her it was stolen or what?
Inside or in the studio right now. Right now.
Oh, look, boy, is he pissed.
Oh, you're a dick for doing it.
No, I didn't know. I thought he was just drunk and talking stupidness. So what'd you do? What was the story?
Oh, his face is beat red.
Oh, he's so mad. What happened? So you lose your phone. You come back. Did you just fart?
No, it's dumb. He's so mad. It's just anger just coming out of his body, all pores. Jeez.
So what happened when you got home? I mean, this is the famous BlackBerry that he bought. He mortgaged his home to get this BlackBerry.
Right.
So what happened?
You pretty much you know the story, man.
I don't know anything.
You're throwing stuff out there. You tell the story.
I don't know anything. What happened?
Well, tell the story. Come on. You're out and it's
I don't know anything. What happened? What happened?
You don't have a brother's back. I mean, for God's sakes. What biggest dick I've ever heard in my entire life just happened right there.
What? You were drunk. You were talking. What? I don't know what you did. First of all, you think your wife is going to believe that your phone was stolen? Is that what you went home and told her?
Yeah. You were right there. When I told her that, when I called her.
I wasn't right there when you told her that. How was I right there? How would you call her and tell her that you didn't have a phone?
I used the Doogie's phone.
Explain this for a second.
I used Doogie's phone to call her and tell her.
I remember this at the airport.
How my phone
I don't remember any of this. What happened?
You were still drunk.
Yeah. Oh, God. I was loaded
So
at
was
that
Dom.
airport.
Yeah, that was why I was drunk. That's why I said I was stolen.
So what
I wasn't
happened?
thinking clearly.
Right.
You were. I'm not kidding. I'm not trying to save your ass, but you were wasted. You were both
I know
wasted.
I mean, if you don't go to sleep when you're drunk, it takes hours and hours for it to wear off.
And I really think you blacked out. Like, I don't think, parts of that. Like,
that's why I just remember, the day after you're drunk, you start piecing things together. Mm-hmm. Well, we weren't together to be talking about it because we can't, we save everything for the air or whatever. And so now we're talking about it, and I just, I'm piecing everything together, realizing that I did pick up my phone after I thought you were going to get into a fight, and I had it with me. And now,
So what'd you do? Well, you didn't lie. You told her what you believed was to be true at the time.
How much did that cost?
It's like a $300 BlackBerry.
Now it's going to cost him his marriage.
Yeah.
Do you have insurance?
God, batting 1,000 today, man. This is great.
Please tell me you got the insurance.
Do you have insurance on it?
Yeah.
No, the insurance is a waste of money. I never get the insurance.
No,
I do have
if
the
you ever
insurance.
lost it, if you lose your phone, if you crush it, you pay like $50 and they replace it.
Okay, but what do you have to pay for the insurance? How much do you pay for that?
$4.
$4
a month.
So you're paying,
it's like $5 a month. Yeah,
so $5 a month. So you're paying $50 a year. Plus you have to pay another $50. So that's $100 is what you have to pay.
Yeah, $100 for a $300 phone. To me, that sounds like a bargain. I'm no math guy, but
I don't know.
And if you lose your phone often, makes sense to get it.
I mean, I actually have never lost the phone. I mean, I misplace my phone a lot, but I always find it. This one I was real careful with.
Oh, yeah, real careful.
That's why it's overproof rum for 3 days straight.
So what happened? So you called her up and you told her what? Because you lost this $300 BlackBerry. This was his pride and joy.
Oh, yeah, this was his right arm.
Mm-hmm.
It was extension of his right arm.
Well, it really is. I mean, I didn't realize they call them crackberries and stuff. I didn't realize how much I really used it. And
well, he's doing so much work. I mean, we always have to be in constant touch with them throughout the day.
Well, yeah, I am very important to the show, Rover. I'm glad that you made notice of that. But no, really, it's the Google function on there. I Google stuff probably 10 times a day. I mean, I'm constantly Googling, if there's some sort of question I have, or I Google a lot of stuff. I like Google.
So what'd you do? You called your wife up, and what did you tell her? What'd you tell her? You were mugged
I don't
or
remember
something?
what I told her. Just along the lines.
Me call one
Oh, that's right. I was so drunk. I was so drunk I knew I wasn't going to be able to lie right. So I go, oh, hey, dude, can you call her for me?
And what did she
What did you say? I don't remember.
I just said that, and it was true. We were separated because you had to go through customs, so I didn't lie to her, but I just said, hey, Dom's going to call you once he gets to the gate, because he needed to get food in his stomach, and then she kept trying to...
That was a mess at that point.
I mean we called and said, look, he lost his phone, so she kept texting me, like text and text and text, and like calling. So I finally called her and said, he's gonna call you when he gets to the gate. We're separated from customs. And she's like, okay. And I was trying to tell her what happened with the phone, because I really didn't know.
Well, how did it start with the stolen story? How did that come about?
And this is true.
Idea.
No, this was
Doogie lies
actually
about
was.
everything.
Dumb goes, my wife is going to kill me if I lose that phone. He was screaming, we've got to call the resort. They've got to get the cab to come back. My wife was going to kill me. He was in the middle of the airport screaming at the top of his lungs.
Laying
People are
on
looking
the floor, on the cold marble floor.
Yeah, he's laying on his back on the floor.
Yeah.
I go, dude, that phone is gone. He's like, no, call the cab company. We'll get him back.
It was bad.
I get it, yeah.
The story I came up with was tell her that you were attacked, and she'll be more concerned that you're okay, and that they stole your phone. And
so you've been saying this story for the past week?
He didn't go
and
that
now it's
far.
different?
No, I didn't go that far.
He didn't go that far. He just said that he left it at the bar and somebody took it.
This is what you get for taking advice. I'll never take advice from Doogie ever again in my life. The
Andrea.
awesome advice she gave me before Jamaica was, don't take any suntan lotion down there with you. You'll just get it there. $22 for a can of sunscreen in Jamaica. I spent $22 because
I don't know why you would listen to her.
Stupid idiot.
That's commonly known. I don't know how stupid you are.
I brought sunscreen down.
No, I'm not stupid. I trust the people that I'm around.
You've gone on vacation before. Like I've gone to Atlantis in the Bahamas. Same thing. It's like the sunblock is $20.
I go to Cocoa Beach. It's cheap. You go to Ronja and you get some cheap sunscreen.
No, but I know. But once you're stuck on the resort, I thought everyone knows.
I've never been to a resort before. I don't know this stuff. I take the advice of people that I think know what they're talking about, and then I take this. I'm the idiot then for taking your advice the second time in Florida. Make up some horribly huge concocted story that you were attacked and everything will be fine, and then Rover can bust down the air about it.
I didn't know. I did not know that Rover was going to blow it.
So what happened? So you come home and tell her
I've been lying for a week. I've been telling her, oh yeah,
those guys were big. There was three big guys.
Rover, I knew I was going to have to fight if I was rolling around. It was going to get crushed in my pocket. So I put it down, and some worker must have picked it up or something, because my father-in-law works for the phone company, and he called and said,
hi. The garbage picker?
Yeah, moving on. He works for the phone company, and he says, hi, so he calls my phone, and some woman answers my phone. Some woman named Coletta answered my phone, and he goes, hi, I'm with AT&T. We're tracking a lost cell phone. Meanwhile, I have Verizon, but he said...
it's Verizon right on the phone.
But... So he says, look, and we're trying to track this phone, blah, blah, blah. And the lady says, all right, well, yeah, we'll mail the phone back.
When was that?
Everybody's going crazy trying to find this phone because it was supposedly stolen. So
if it was stolen, why would the robber answer?
I don't know, but I think they kind of thought my story was fishy, so I guess I guess it's not such a horrible thing. But
how must that be in your life that you have to? How must that be in your life that you must be so frightened
of your wife?
Of your wife?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's bad enough you lose the phone. You're like, oh, that sucks because it loses the phone. But the worst part isn't even losing the phone. He wasn't even concerned about that. he was concerned that his wife was going to kill him for losing the phone.
Oh, God.
I was drunk, and I took some bad advice. So, Andrea, if you're listening, I apologize. I didn't want to lie to you.
What did she do when
you did?
What was Doogie's fault, though?
What did she say when you concocted this story about losing your phone? Did she still give it to you? Like, you're so stupid.
Didn't actually call me stupid, but kind of inferred, like, I don't know. That's you put your phone. I mean, I don't think she ever bought the story full out. So I guess it's not horrible.
Maybe because you were in a hot tub with another girl.
Never happened.
Is that how you lost it? That you took your pants off
in the water.
to get into the hot tub?
It's actually at the bottom of the hot tub.
Because when I saw you coming back from the hot tub, your seat was wet, but not all of your shorts.
You just got done saying how soaking wet my shorts were.
It was your shorts.
The biggest liar ever.
I'm thinking back because it wasn't.
When you get in a hot tub, you take your shirt off and you get into the hot tub.
And you took your shorts off, so you were in your underwear?
I did not take my shorts off.
Yes, you were.
I was not.
You were in tighty whities.
You just got done saying.
I know, you were wet. I know that you were wet, but you were not soaked and completely slish-sloshing through the lobby.
I hate you so bad.
So your phone was lost because you were in with another girl.
And he was using it like a dildo.
This headphone cord I'm going to choke you to death with in a second.
Rover, was he in his shorts or his underwear in the hot tub?
Oh, he was in his underwear.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. No, I'm in my underwear. Yeah. Actually, I was naked. I was actually masturbating in the hot tub on this girl.
Well, great. You're letting it all out.
You took off your shorts. You got in there and...
He's pissed.
Why would I take my cell phone out of my shorts?
They probably fell out.
Probably fell out
when you took your clothes off.
Yeah, well, you were in such a rush to get back up to your room.
I thought I was in such a rush to get my pants off. I was
that too. That too.
Say,
yeah, with the girls. Fell out. Yeah. Well, you could have had a threesome with them, according to.
Maybe it was one of the girls' glasses who picked up the phone.
I actually gave her my phone. I said, "Here, call me anytime. Here's my phone."
Joe, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. 1-866-YO-ROVER. Good morning, Joe.
I got nothing.
Hey, let me get this straight. So the actual BlackBerry that had all the phone numbers that he's weaseled out of all your guests.
Yep.
Now in some cab drivers' hands.
And there's
it's in some Jamaican guy. Yeah, and of course, every celebrity that ever comes on the show, Dumb's always like, so give me your number in case we ever have to contact you. He just loves filling up his BlackBerry with all those numbers.
That's what you do. That's part of the job.
And you don't have a lock on it, right?
No, I do have a lock on it. Rover put a lock on for me.
Oh, thank God.
I agree.
But anybody can figure that out if they listen to the show. We know your bank code.
We do?
What is it?
Norm MacDonald is getting calls from Jamaica right now. I'm happy that the truth has come out, I guess. That's the way to live your life, I suppose.
So the phone hasn't come back yet?
No, I'm giving it till Friday.
Not coming back. You kidding me? They're going to mail it back?
Hey, what's it going to cost? Are you going to pay for that?
Yeah,
they're not going to pay out of their pockets.
Self-addressed stamped envelope.
You sent them down a self-addressed stamp?
Oh, no. Send it back to me, and I'll send you the whatever it cost. Some people are honest in this life. Unlike Doogie, who's a big liar and makes everybody's life harder. There are some nice people out there.
Right.
Megan, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Megan.
Yo, Rover.
Yo.
Hey, I have a comment about the whole Dieter situation with Colin, talking about that chick that you guys work with.
Yes.
I think that's crap what he said. I'm so drunk, I don't remember. Because it's kind of funny how he was still able to edit his language for the radio. He didn't swear. He said effing. He was still editing himself. And he says he's too drunk to remember what he said. And I'm so drunk, that's why I said it. It's crap. He's a liar.
So there must be, he had some sort of cognitive ability to know what he was saying about that girl.
Dude, I was completely blacked out. Over years of being on a radio, it's a habit to edit yourself once the mic's
there. Get out of here.
Have you been in radio? I've been doing this for years, honey. This isn't a one-time...
I'm pretty sure that when I'm drunk, I don't edit myself. But
you're not in radio.
Oh, whatever.
Are you in radio?
No, but it doesn't matter.
I have no recollection of saying... That was the first time I've ever heard that.
You're some smoking mama, baby.
You have no what, Dieter?
Recollection of ever saying that.
That's crap, Dieter.
I blacked out. I'm drinking this 151 rum all morning. This name comes up, and I don't remember anything that came out of my mouth. That's the first time I've ever heard it. I don't speak like that. You know I have respect for women.
Right.
Dave, you're on Rover's Morning Glory. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, I can't believe the way you guys just throw Dumb, under the bus like that. I mean, you know what he's going to have to go through when he gets home? I mean, that's like happens all the time.
Oh, they love it. They love it, Dave. Doogie gets off on this. Doogie will...
Doogie too, man. She's terrible.
She will lay in bed tonight thinking how wonderful I ruined Dumb's life a little bit more.
She'll be laughing in bed tonight, thinking about this.
Witch cat, fat bastard. I sure got him today. Ha, 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 ha. I set him up a week ago to do this on the air. What a scumbag.
This is the worst one, I think, of all the lies.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
No, I just think it's sad that you have to come up with a lie to tell your wife. You can't just tell her the truth that you lost that phone.
Let me know. Talk to me when you get married, okay? Then tell me how you feel about that.
I guess I won't ever talk to you again because I'm not getting married.
Oh, dumb.
Oh, that's great. Good job.
I have to take a quick break. We'll be right back on Rover's Morning Glory. We'll get one last shizzy in, one last news for the day next. Hang on.
Rover's Morning Glory.